Imagine waking up every morning feeling completely in control, at peace, and ready to embrace the day ahead. In many spiritual traditions, mornings hold a unique significance, but in Buddhism, they are considered sacred. They are viewed as a fresh opportunity to set the tone not just for the hours that follow, but for the energy you carry into your life. Each sunrise symbolizes renewal, a chance to begin again with intention, clarity, and purpose. A well-structured morning ritual can be more than just a routine. It can become a transformative practice, one that nurtures your mind, body, and soul. By consciously designing how you greet the day, you're not just setting yourself up for a productive or positive day, you're gradually reshaping your relationship with yourself and the world. Small, intentional actions in the morning can ripple outwards, influencing how you approach challenges, relationships, and decisions. Why are mornings so important? Consider this. The first moments after waking are like a blank canvas. How you choose to spend that initial hour can influence your mood, energy, and mindset for the entire day. If you start the day rushed, overwhelmed, or reactive, scrolling through emails, checking notifications, or racing against the clock, you're essentially handing over control of your state of mind. Stress takes the driver's seat, and chaos tends to follow wherever it's invited. On the other hand, imagine starting your day with purpose and calm. Instead of reacting to external demands, you create space for stillness, reflection, and grounding. When you start from a place of centeredness, the challenges of the day don't feel as overwhelming. You're less likely to be swept away by negativity and more capable of approaching situations with clarity and grace. Morning rituals can also act as a bridge between the subconscious and conscious mind. Sleep often leaves us in a vulnerable and receptive state. Our minds still carry traces of dreams, unresolved thoughts, and emotional residue. By starting the morning mindfully, you can gently guide yourself into a balanced and focused mindset. Activities like meditation, journaling, or even sitting quietly with a cup of tea allow you to process what lingers from the night and prepare yourself for the day ahead. But this isn't just about productivity or even serenity. It's about alignment. Mornings provide a chance to check in with yourself. What matters most to you today? What energy do you want to bring into your interactions? These questions, explored in the quiet hours of the morning, can anchor you to your deeper values, helping you move through your day with intention. It's worth noting that a morning ritual doesn't have to be elaborate. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. Whether it's 5 minutes of deep breathing, writing down a single affirmation, or simply pausing to feel gratitude for the new day, what matters is the consistency of the practice. Over time, these small acts compound, creating a sense of stability and empowerment that extends far beyond the morning hours. In Buddhism, this mindful approach to mornings isn't just a tool for managing daily life. It's a practice that aligns with the broader goal of cultivating awareness and compassion. Each morning offers a chance to reconnect with your true self, to recognize the fleeting nature of time, and to step into the day with a heart that is open and a mind that is clear. So the next time you wake up, pause for a moment. Breathe. Remember that this day, like every morning, is a gift. Use it well. Throughout the day, your mindset acts as a compass, guiding your emotions, decisions, and interactions. If you begin the day with mindfulness, gratitude, and intention, you lay the foundation for calm, purpose, and productivity to flow naturally. For over 2,000 years, Buddhist monks have refined the art of the morning ritual, recognizing its profound impact on mental, physical, and spiritual health. They've shown us that what we cultivate in those quiet, still moments of the morning echoes throughout the day, influencing how we experience life. Why morning rituals matter. The morning represents a symbolic and literal new beginning. It's a clean slate, a time to reconnect with your inner self before the busyness of the world takes over. Without intention, the hours can quickly fill with stress, distractions, and the reactive tendencies of the mind. Buddhist philosophy teaches that our mental state, like a garden, requires deliberate care. Left unattended, it can become overrun with the weeds of anxiety, frustration, and negativity. But with consistent nurturing, mindfulness, gratitude, and compassion, we can cultivate an inner landscape that thrives with peace and clarity. The early hours are particularly significant because the mind is most pliable when it transitions from sleep to wakefulness. It's a liminal space where our subconscious is still active and open. Buddhist monks have long understood the importance of this window, using it to set the mind's trajectory for the day through focused and intentional practices. These habits, though ancient, remain as relevant today as they were millennia ago. The power of 6 life-changing morning habits. Today, we're going to explore 6 transformative morning habits inspired by Buddha's teachings. These practices are designed to help you feel balanced, centered, and ready to face the inevitable challenges of life. They're simple enough to incorporate into even the busiest schedules, yet their effects can be profound. Whether you're seeking greater productivity, reduced stress, or a deeper sense of peace, these habits can be a catalyst for meaningful change. In Buddhism, the mind is often likened to a garden. Without care, it becomes overrun with weeds, stress, distraction, and negativity. But with attention and effort, it can flourish with the beauty of mindfulness, gratitude, and compassion. Morning rituals are the tools we use to tend to this garden, planting seeds that will grow into habits of peace and resilience. And just like a garden, the best time to start is early in the day. The quiet hours of the morning offer a unique opportunity to align yourself with the energy you wish to carry into the world. These habits, though small, have the potential to transform not just your mornings, but your entire life. As you begin to integrate these practices, you'll notice subtle but powerful changes. You may find yourself reacting to challenges with greater ease, approaching relationships with more kindness, and moving through your day with a deeper sense of purpose. This transformation isn't about perfection, it's about progress, taking small steps toward a more mindful and fulfilling life. Stay tuned, because what you're about to discover could change not just your mornings, but the way you experience the world. Each new day is a gift, and these habits are your tools for unwrapping it with presence and joy. Remember, it all starts with the first moment you open your eyes. So tomorrow morning, pause, breathe, and begin your day with the quiet wisdom of intention. It may just be the beginning of a life beautifully lived. Let's begin with our first habit. Habit 1. The power of mindful breathing. One of the most profound teachings of Buddha is mindfulness, the art of being fully present in each moment. Among the many practices that cultivate mindfulness, mindful breathing holds a special place. It is simple, accessible, and transformative. Imagine this. The very first thing you do upon waking is not to check your phone, worry about your to-do list, or rush out of bed. Instead, you take a deep, conscious breath, grounding yourself in the present moment before anything else. The wisdom of Buddha on starting the day. There's a well-known Buddhist story about a monk who came to Buddha feeling overwhelmed and restless. "Master," the monk lamented, "my mind is chaotic, filled with distractions from the moment I wake up." Buddha listened calmly and asked, "When you wake up, where does your mind go first?" The monk replied, "It races toward all the tasks of the day." Buddha smiled gently and said, "This is why your mind is unsettled. From the first moment of your day, you scatter your mind in all directions. Instead, start by focusing on your breath. When you breathe with awareness, you anchor your mind to the present. In the present, there is no chaos. This teaching highlights the profound impact of those first moments after waking. How you spend them can determine the mental and emotional tone for the rest of your day. Practicing mindful breathing allows you to begin your day with calm and clarity, grounding yourself in the present rather than being swept away by the currents of your thoughts. The power of mindful breathing. Mindful breathing is foundational in Buddhist practice because it connects us to the here and now. Breath is life. It is constant and ever-present, yet we often take it for granted. When we consciously focus on our breath, we shift our attention away from the endless chatter of the mind and into the peaceful rhythm of the body. This simple act can bring profound benefits, especially in the morning when the mind is particularly vulnerable to stress and distraction. The beauty of mindful breathing lies in its simplicity. You don't need special tools, a quiet room, or a lot of time. All it takes is awareness and a willingness to pause. By dedicating even a few moments each morning to this practice, you can create a foundation of tranquility and focus that carries throughout your day. How to practice mindful breathing in the morning. Here's how you can incorporate mindful breathing into your morning routine. 1. Resist the urge to rush. When you first wake up, avoid reaching for your phone or jumping into the tasks of the day. Instead, give yourself permission to ease into the morning. 2. Find a comfortable position. You can sit up in bed, cross-legged on a cushion, or even remain lying down if that feels best. The key is to be in a position where you feel relaxed yet alert. 3. Take 3 deep breaths. Begin by taking 3 deep, slow breaths. Inhale deeply through your nose, feeling your lungs expand. Exhale slowly through your mouth, letting go of any tension. 4. Focus on the sensation of breathing. After the initial deep breaths, settle into a natural rhythm of breathing. Pay attention to the sensation of air entering and leaving your nostrils, the rise and fall of your chest, or the gentle movement of your abdomen. Let this sensation become your anchor. 5. Let thoughts drift. It's natural for thoughts to arise. Instead of trying to suppress them, acknowledge them gently and guide your focus back to your breath. Over time, this practice helps quiet the mind and cultivates mental clarity. 6. Set a positive intention. As you finish, take a moment to set an intention for the day. It could be as simple as, I will approach today with calm and kindness, or I will focus on what truly matters. The science behind mindful breathing. Modern research has validated what Buddhist practitioners have known for centuries. Mindful breathing has profound effects on both mental and physical well-being. Studies show that even 5 minutes of mindful breathing can reduce levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, and increase feelings of relaxation. It improves focus, lowers blood pressure, and enhances overall emotional resilience. For example, the practice stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for the body's rest and digest response. This counteracts the stress response triggered by the sympathetic nervous system, helping you start the day in a calm and balanced state. A real-life transformation. Take Sarah, a busy professional whose mornings used to be dominated by chaos. She would wake up and immediately check her phone, scrolling through emails and social media. The result: she often felt anxious and behind before she even got out of bed. After learning about mindful breathing, Sarah decided to make it her first act of the day. Now she begins each morning with 5 minutes of deep, conscious breaths. This small shift has transformed her mornings from frazzled to focused. Not only does she feel calmer, but she's also noticed a significant improvement in her ability to handle stress throughout the day. Sarah's story is a testament to how such a simple practice can have a ripple effect, bringing greater presence and peace to every part of life. Breath as a gateway to the present moment. In Buddhism, the breath is more than just a biological function. It is a sacred link to the present moment. The past is gone, and the future has yet to come. The only reality we truly experience is now. By focusing on your breath, you reconnect with this truth, grounding yourself in the here and now. Each breath you take is an opportunity to pause, reset, and return to yourself. It reminds you that you have control over your inner world, even when the outer world feels chaotic. Start tomorrow with mindful breathing. Starting tomorrow, let mindful breathing be the first act of your day. Begin with just 3 breaths and notice how it feels. As you grow more comfortable with the practice, you can extend it to 5 or 10 minutes. The key is consistency, making mindful breathing a daily habit. With each breath, remind yourself that you are in control of your mind, your emotions, and your actions. By grounding yourself in the present moment, you set the stage for a day of calm, purpose, and productivity. Over time, this practice will not only transform your mornings, but also ripple into every aspect of your life. Remember the wisdom of Buddha. When you breathe with awareness, you bring your mind to the present, and in the present, there is no chaos. So take a breath and embrace the peace that is always available to you, one mindful moment at a time. Now that you've centered your mind with mindful breathing, let's move on to Habit 2, expressing gratitude. Gratitude, a morning habit to transform your life. After grounding your mind with mindful breathing, the next powerful habit inspired by Buddhist teachings is the practice of gratitude. In Buddhism, gratitude is not just a fleeting feeling or polite expression. It's a profound way of being. It embodies an awareness of the interconnectedness of all things and a deep appreciation for the present moment as a gift. Gratitude shifts the way we see the world. It invites us to step out of the cycle of longing and dissatisfaction, instead recognizing the abundance that already surrounds us. This practice is a cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy and one that has the potential to fundamentally transform your mornings and your life. The Buddhist perspective on gratitude. A timeless Buddhist parable illustrates the power of gratitude. A man once approached Buddha, deeply unhappy despite having everything he thought he needed. He asked, "Why am I always discontented, even when nothing is lacking in my life?" Buddha responded, "Because you are blind to what you have. Every day you focus on what you lack, and this clouds your heart with dissatisfaction." Buddha advised the man to begin each morning by reflecting on 3 things he was grateful for, however small they might seem. Gratitude, Buddha said, is the antidote to dissatisfaction. When you cultivate gratitude, you learn to see the abundance already present in your life. This teaching holds profound wisdom. Gratitude trains the mind to focus on what is rather than what isn't, shifting our perspective from scarcity to abundance. It allows us to wake up each day with a sense of fullness, transforming challenges into opportunities and difficulties into lessons. Gratitude as a morning ritual. Starting your day with gratitude is simple but incredibly impactful. After your mindful breathing practice, take a moment to reflect on 3 things you are grateful for. These don't need to be grand or profound. They can be as simple as the warmth of your bed, the light of the morning sun, or the people who support you. If you want to deepen this practice, consider keeping a gratitude journal. Writing down your reflections solidifies your thoughts, making the experience more tangible and reinforcing a positive mindset. Over time, this ritual becomes a lens through which you view your day, helping you notice the small joys and blessings that might otherwise go unnoticed. The science of gratitude. Modern research supports what Buddhist teachings have known for centuries. Gratitude has profound effects on the brain and body. Studies show that regularly practicing gratitude can enhance emotional well-being. Gratitude increases feelings of happiness and decreases depression. Improve physical health. Gratitude is associated with stronger immune systems, lower blood pressure, and better sleep. Strengthen relationships. Expressing gratitude fosters deeper connections with others and improves social bonds. Reduce stress. Gratitude lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, and promotes a sense of calm. These benefits are not fleeting. They compound over time, rewiring the brain to focus on positivity and resilience. Mark's story, a life changed by gratitude. Mark, a professional in his late 30s, was facing a turbulent period in his life. Work was overwhelming, his relationships felt strained, and he often woke up feeling anxious about the day ahead. He described his mornings as chaotic, with a constant sense of dread. When Mark learned about the practice of gratitude through Buddhist teachings, he decided to give it a try. Each morning after waking and practicing mindful breathing, he began listing 3 things he was grateful for. At first, it felt forced. He struggled to find even small things to appreciate. But as days turned into weeks, something began to shift. He started noticing the beauty in simple moments, the laughter of a friend, the taste of his morning coffee, or even the peace of a quiet moment alone. This daily habit transformed Mark's mornings. He began approaching his days with a sense of calm and resilience, and he noticed that even challenging situations seemed more manageable. Gratitude not only improved his mood, but also gave him a renewed sense of connection to the people and experiences in his life. Gratitude and impermanence. In Buddhism, gratitude is closely tied to the concept of impermanence, the understanding that everything in life is temporary. When we fully grasp this truth, we become more attuned to the present moment and more appreciative of the people, experiences, and opportunities we have right now. As Buddha once said, health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, and faithfulness the best relationship. Gratitude allows us to honor these truths, recognizing the preciousness of what we might otherwise take for granted. Extending gratitude beyond yourself. While it's powerful to reflect on your own blessings, you can deepen your practice by extending gratitude to others. Think of someone who has supported you, inspired you, or simply made your life a little brighter. Mentally send them a message of thanks. This act strengthens your sense of connection and compassion, aligning your heart with the Buddhist principle of interdependence, the idea that all beings are interconnected. You don't need to express your gratitude out loud, though that can also be powerful. Simply holding thoughts of appreciation for others can transform your relationships and enrich your sense of belonging. Real-life stories of transformation. The power of gratitude is reflected in countless stories. One woman shared how her morning gratitude practice brought her closer to her family. She began writing down 3 things she appreciated about her loved ones each morning and noticed how this simple act improved her relationships and her ability to stay present. Another man credited gratitude with helping him overcome depression. After starting each day by focusing on the good in his life, he found that his perspective shifted over time. Gratitude didn't erase his struggles, but it gave him the strength and clarity to face them with hope. How to make gratitude a daily habit. Consistency is key to reaping the benefits of gratitude. Here's how to get started. 1. Begin small. Start with just 3 things you're grateful for each morning. 2. Write it down. Use a journal to capture your reflections and revisit them when you need a boost. 3. Be specific. Instead of saying, "I'm grateful for my family," say, "I'm grateful for the way my partner supported me yesterday." 4. Incorporate visual cues. Place a reminder by your bed or set a daily alarm to prompt your practice. 5. Share gratitude. When you feel ready, express your appreciation to others. The ripple effect of gratitude. When you start your day with gratitude, you set a positive tone for everything that follows. Challenges become easier to navigate, relationships feel richer, and your overall perspective becomes more hopeful. Gratitude is like planting seeds in your mind. With consistent care, they grow into a flourishing garden of peace and contentment. So, tomorrow morning, pause before diving into your schedule. Take a moment to reflect on what you're thankful for, whether it's the roof over your head, the kindness of a friend, or the simple joy of a new day. Let gratitude fill your heart. This practice can transform not just your mornings, but your entire life. Now that your heart is centered in gratitude, you're ready to embrace the next habit, a practice that will sharpen your mind and guide your actions with clarity and purpose. Let's explore how setting intentions can anchor your day in wisdom and focus. Habit 3. Setting intentions. Setting intentions, guiding your day with clarity and purpose. Every day is a blank slate filled with countless decisions, challenges, and opportunities. Without a sense of direction, it's easy to feel like a small boat tossed in a vast ocean, reacting to waves rather than steering toward a destination. This is why setting intentions is such a powerful practice. It provides clarity, giving you a compass to navigate your day with purpose and alignment. By taking just a few moments each morning to set an intention, you transform your day from a series of disconnected tasks into a journey guided by your values and aspirations. Intentions act as an anchor, helping you stay rooted even when life gets hectic. The practice of intention setting. Incorporating intention setting into your morning routine is simple yet transformative. After practicing mindful breathing and reflecting on gratitude, take a few moments to consider how you want to approach your day. This isn't about creating a to-do list or focusing on specific achievements. Instead, think about the energy, mindset, or qualities you want to embody. Your intention might focus on staying present, showing compassion, or maintaining patience in challenging situations. The key is to keep it simple and clear. Write your intention down in a journal, on a sticky note, or repeat it silently to yourself. Throughout the day, revisit it to realign with the focus you set. For example, imagine you have a day packed with meetings and errands. You could set an intention like, "Today, I will approach each task with calm and focus," or "Today, I will listen with empathy." These statements are more than just words. They serve as reminders to act in alignment with your deeper values, even when life feels chaotic. The Buddhist perspective on intention. In Buddhism, intention setting is deeply connected to the concept of right intention, one of the steps on the Noble Eightfold Path. Right intention involves committing to thoughts and actions that are rooted in kindness, compassion, and mindfulness. This teaching reminds us that our intentions shape not only our day, but also the course of our lives. Buddha taught that intentions are like seeds. When we plant seeds of compassion, mindfulness, or patience, these qualities grow and flourish in our lives. Conversely, when we act without awareness or plant seeds of negativity, we cultivate discord and suffering. By setting a positive intention each morning, you align yourself with the principles of right intention, creating a life that feels more meaningful and purposeful. Michael's story. A teacher's transformation. Michael, a dedicated school teacher, used to begin his mornings in a rush. He'd wake up feeling overwhelmed by his busy schedule, scrambling to get out the door. By the time he reached his classroom, he already felt frazzled and irritable. His lack of preparation and focus affected his teaching and interactions with his students. After learning about intention setting through Buddhist teachings, Michael decided to try it. Each morning he spent a few moments reflecting on how he wanted to show up for his students. His intention was simple. Today, I will be patient and present for my students. This small shift had a profound impact. Over time, Michael found that he approached his mornings more calmly. He felt more connected with his students, more focused during lessons, and less reactive in challenging situations. The practice of intention setting not only transformed his mornings, but also his entire outlook on teaching and life. The neuroscience of intention setting. Science supports what Buddhist teachings have long emphasized. Setting intentions has a powerful effect on the brain. When you set an intention, you engage the reticular activating system, RS, a network in your brain that acts as a filter for information. The RAS helps prioritize what's important, directing your focus toward what aligns with your goals and filtering out distractions. For example, if you set the intention to approach your day with patience, your brain becomes more attuned to opportunities to practice patience. You're more likely to notice moments when you're becoming frustrated and redirect your energy towards staying calm. This mechanism not only improves focus, but also helps you remain resilient in the face of challenges. How to set intentions in the morning. Follow these steps to incorporate intention setting into your morning routine. 1. Find a quiet moment. After practicing mindful breathing and reflecting on gratitude, create a space of stillness. This could be as simple as sitting quietly for a minute. 2. Reflect on your day ahead. Think about what lies ahead, meetings, interactions, or quiet moments. Instead of focusing on what you need to do, consider how you want to approach these moments. 3. Choose a simple intention. Your intention could be a single word, like peace, focus, or compassion, or a short phrase like, I will listen with empathy, or I will be kind to myself and others. Keep it clear and actionable. 4. Write it down or repeat it. Writing your intention helps solidify it in your mind. Alternatively, you can repeat it silently to yourself a few times. 5. Revisit your intention. Throughout the day, when challenges arise or you feel distracted, pause and return to your intention. Use it as a touchstone to realign your thoughts and actions. A simple guided practice. Let's try setting an intention together. 1. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in. Slowly exhale. 2. Reflect on how you want to feel and act today. What quality or energy do you want to embody? 3. Choose a word or phrase that captures this. It could be calm, gratitude, patience, or kindness. 4th, hold this intention in your mind. Visualize yourself moving through the day with this focus. 5. When you're ready, open your eyes and carry this intention with you. Real-life transformations through intention setting. The power of intention setting is reflected in countless stories. A business executive shared how starting her day with the intention to lead with empathy transformed her relationships with colleagues. She noticed herself listening more attentively and responding with greater understanding. Another individual, a mother of 3, used intention setting to navigate the chaos of parenting. Her morning intention was simple. Today I will be patient and present with my children. Over time, this helped her feel more grounded and connected with her family, even on the busiest days. The ripple effect of intentions. The beauty of setting intentions is that it doesn't just benefit you, it ripples outward, affecting everyone you interact with. When you approach your day with purpose and mindfulness, you inspire others to do the same. Your calm presence can diffuse tense situations, and your acts of kindness can create a chain reaction of positivity. Start tomorrow with a clear intention. Tomorrow morning, after your mindful breathing and gratitude practice, take a few moments to set a clear intention for the day. Remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Whether your intention is to stay present, show kindness, or focus on what truly matters, let it guide your actions and interactions. As you go about your day, revisit your intention whenever you feel distracted or overwhelmed. This simple habit can transform not just your mornings, but your entire life. By setting a clear direction for your energy, you create a life of greater purpose, alignment, and joy. Remember Buddha's teaching, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. With each intention you set, you're shaping the life you want to live, one mindful moment at a time. Now that you've set a clear intention for your day, let's move on to the next habit. Habit 4. Mindful movement. Mindful movement. Honoring the body and mind connection. In Buddhist teachings, the body is regarded as a temple, a vessel that must be treated with mindfulness and respect. The body and mind are not separate entities. They are deeply interconnected, influencing and reflecting each other. When we care for the body, we simultaneously nurture the mind, cultivating harmony between the two. One profound way to honor this connection is through mindful movement, a practice that brings awareness to the body's sensations, actions, and presence. Mindful movement isn't about exercise in the traditional sense. It's not about pushing your limits or achieving a fitness goal. Instead, it's about moving with intention and awareness, treating each action as an opportunity to connect with the present moment. Whether it's walking, stretching, or performing everyday tasks like cleaning or cooking, mindful movement helps you ground yourself, release tension, and foster a sense of peace. Buddha's lesson on mindful movement. There's a story from Buddha's life that highlights the significance of mindful movement. One day, his disciples asked why they should practice mindful walking when they could sit in meditation. Wouldn't sitting in stillness yield greater focus and clarity? Buddha, ever wise, explained that mindful movement is equally important because it cultivates awareness in motion. When you move with mindfulness, he said, you bring the mind and body into harmony, allowing awareness to permeate every action. This teaching underscores an essential aspect of mindfulness. It's not confined to seated meditation. By integrating mindfulness into movement, we learn to stay present in all aspects of life. Each step, each stretch, and each gesture becomes an opportunity to practice awareness, fostering a deeper connection with the body and the world around us. The benefits of mindful movement. The power of mindful movement lies in its simplicity and accessibility. It's not about complex techniques or rigid routines. It's about paying attention to your body as it moves. By doing so, you unlock a range of physical, mental, and emotional benefits. 1. Physical health. Mindful movement improves circulation, enhances flexibility, and reduces physical tension. Practices like yoga and tai chi, which combine gentle movements with focused breathing, have been shown to improve balance, posture, and overall physical well-being. 2. Mental clarity. Bringing mindfulness into your movement can calm the mind, reduce stress, and increase mental clarity. When you focus on your body, you shift your attention away from racing thoughts, creating space for stillness and presence. 3. Emotional resilience. Mindful movement fosters a sense of grounding and emotional stability. By tuning into your body's sensations, you become more attuned to your emotions, enabling you to process them with greater ease. 4th, connection to the present moment. The practice encourages you to fully inhabit the here and now. Each movement becomes a meditation, a way to anchor yourself in the present and let go of distractions. Incorporating mindful movement into your morning. Mindful movement is a natural extension of your morning mindfulness routine. After practicing mindful breathing, reflecting on gratitude, and setting an intention, take 5 to 10 minutes to engage in gentle, intentional movement. Here are some ways to incorporate this practice into your day. 1. Gentle stretching. Begin with simple stretches to wake up your body. Focus on the sensations in your muscles as you move. For example, shoulder rolls. Gently roll your shoulders forward and backward, feeling the release of tension. Side stretches. Raise your arms overhead and lean to each side, stretching your torso. Forward. Fold. Hinge at your hips and let your upper body hang toward the ground, releasing any tightness in your back and legs. 2. Mindful walking. If possible, take a slow, mindful walk outside. Feel the ground beneath your feet with each step. Notice the rhythm of your breath as it aligns with your movement. Observe the sights, sounds, and smells around you without judgment. 3. Yoga or Tai Chi. These practices are excellent for combining movement with mindfulness. Follow a short yoga flow or practice simple Tai Chi movements, paying attention to how your body feels with each pose or motion. 4. Daily tasks as mindful movement. Even routine activities can become opportunities for mindful movement. For instance, as you brush your teeth, focus on the motion of your hand and the sensation of the bristles. As you prepare breakfast, notice the textures, smells, and sounds of your actions. One day, Buddha asked him, "When you eat, do you taste the food, or are you merely filling your stomach?" The monk, taken aback, realized that he had been eating on autopilot, missing the opportunity to practice mindfulness during this simple, everyday activity. From that moment, the monk resolved to eat mindfully, savoring each bite and appreciating the nourishment he received. This small shift transformed his relationship with food, helping him cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude and presence. The lesson here is clear. Every meal is an opportunity to practice mindfulness. Eating mindfully allows us to slow down, connect with our bodies, and develop a deeper appreciation for the food that sustains us. What is mindful eating? Mindful eating doesn't require elaborate techniques or specialized knowledge. It's simply about being fully present as you eat. This practice involves paying attention to every aspect of the eating experience, from the appearance and aroma of your food to the flavors and textures you experience with each bite. Here's how you can bring mindfulness to your next meal. 1. Pause before eating. Before taking your first bite, pause for a moment. Look at your food and take in its colors, shapes, and arrangement. Reflect on where it came from, the farmers, the earth, and everyone who played a role in bringing it to your table. 2. Express gratitude. Take a deep breath and silently express gratitude for the meal in front of you. Acknowledge the interconnected web of people and nature that made it possible. 3. Chew slowly and savor. Take small bites and chew slowly. Notice the flavors, textures, and sensations. Let the experience unfold without rushing. Chewing thoroughly also aids digestion, making this practice beneficial for your body. 4. Put down your utensils between bites. Set your fork or spoon down. This small act helps you slow down and remain present. 5. Engage all your senses. Notice the aroma of the food, the sound of your utensils, and the feeling of the food in your mouth. Engage all your senses to deepen your awareness of the moment. The benefits of mindful eating. Practicing mindful eating offers numerous physical, mental, and emotional benefits. 1. Improved digestion. Eating slowly and paying attention to your food can improve digestion by allowing your body to properly process each bite. 2. Enhanced satisfaction. Mindful eating helps you fully enjoy your meals, reducing the tendency to overeat or seek out unnecessary snacks. 3. Healthier food choices. When you eat mindfully, you're more attuned to your body's needs and more likely to choose foods that nourish you. 4. Reduced stress. Focusing on the present moment while eating can lower stress levels and create a sense of calm. 5. Deeper gratitude. Mindful eating fosters a greater appreciation for your food, encouraging gratitude for the effort and resources that went into creating it. A Buddhist perspective on food and interconnection. In Buddhism, food is not seen merely as fuel for the body, but as a manifestation of interconnectedness. Every meal represents the collective effort of countless beings, from the farmers who grew the crops to the truck drivers who transported them, and the people who prepared the food. When we eat mindfully, we acknowledge and honor this connection. This perspective aligns with the Buddhist teaching of interdependence, which reminds us that we are not separate from the world around us. Each bite we take is a moment to recognize this truth and express gratitude for the web of life that sustains us. James's story, transforming his relationship with food. James, a busy professional, used to treat meals as an afterthought. Breakfast was often a quick granola bar grabbed on his way out the door, consumed mindlessly as he scrolled through emails or thought about his packed schedule. As a result, he often felt sluggish, disconnected, and unsatisfied. After attending a mindfulness retreat, James learned about the practice of mindful eating. He decided to incorporate it into his morning routine, starting with breakfast. Instead of rushing, he began sitting down at the table, taking a few moments to observe his food and eating slowly. He focused on the flavors and textures, appreciating the nourishment it provided. This small change had a profound impact. James felt more energized and focused throughout the day, and his relationship with food shifted from one of convenience to one of appreciation. The practice of mindful eating not only improved his physical health, but also brought a sense of calm and presence to his mornings. How mindful eating changes. Your brain and body research supports the transformative power of mindful eating. A study conducted at Harvard found that practicing mindfulness while eating can reduce overeating and emotional eating, improve digestion and nutrient absorption, decrease stress and promote relaxation, enhance the enjoyment and satisfaction of meals. Mindful eating also activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps the body enter a state of rest and digestion. This reduces cortisol levels and supports overall well-being. A simple exercise in mindful eating. Let's try a quick mindful eating exercise. 1. Choose a small piece of food. Select something simple, like a piece of fruit, a piece of chocolate, or even a single nut. 2. Observe the food. Look at it closely. Notice its color, shape, and texture. Imagine the journey it took to reach your hands. 3. Smell the food. Bring the food to your nose and take a deep breath. Observe its aroma and how it makes you feel. 4. Take a small bite. Place the food in your mouth, but don't chew immediately. Notice its texture and taste. Then chew slowly, paying attention to every sensation. 5. Reflect. As you finish, take a moment to reflect on the experience. How did it feel to eat mindfully? Did it change the way you perceive the food? Start your day with mindful eating. Tomorrow morning, instead of rushing through your meal, try practicing mindful eating. Whether you're enjoying a piece of fruit, a bowl of oatmeal, or a cup of tea, take the time to be fully present. Notice the colors, textures, and flavors. Reflect on the effort that went into creating the meal, and express gratitude for the nourishment it provides. Mindful eating is a simple yet powerful way to bring presence and gratitude to your mornings. It helps you start the day with calm and focus, fostering a deeper connection with your body, mind, and the world around you. By treating food as a sacred act, you transform an ordinary routine into an extraordinary practice of mindfulness. Now, with your body nourished and your mind grounded, let's move on to the final habit, one that can transform not just your mornings, but also your relationships and the world around you, practicing compassion. Habit 6. Practicing compassion. Compassion, the heart of a peaceful life. Compassion lies at the core of Buddhist teachings. It is not merely a feeling of sympathy for others, but a profound recognition of our shared humanity and interconnectedness. Compassion calls us to open our hearts to the suffering of all beings, responding with kindness and a genuine wish to alleviate that suffering. For Buddha, cultivating compassion was the key to a peaceful and meaningful life, a path that not only uplifts others, but also brings inner peace and happiness to ourselves. By starting your day with a compassionate heart, you set the foundation for positive interactions, resilience, and joy. Compassion transforms not just your outlook on the day, but also how you navigate the inevitable challenges of life. Buddha's lesson in compassion. One day, a man came to Buddha, filled with anger and hatred. He spat in Buddha's face, expecting a reaction of rage or indignation. Instead, Buddha calmly wiped his face and asked, "Is that all, or do you want to say more?" The man was stunned. He had never encountered someone who responded to hatred with such equanimity and kindness. That simple act of non-judgment planted a seed in the man's heart, leading him to reflect deeply and ultimately change his ways. This story exemplifies the transformative power of compassion. It shows that compassion is not about weakness or submission. It is a profound strength rooted in understanding and love. By meeting anger with kindness, we can disarm hostility and foster healing. The true meaning of compassion in Buddhism. In Buddhism, compassion is closely tied to the concept of interconnectedness. When we practice compassion, we recognize that the suffering of one being affects us all, just as the happiness of one being contributes to the greater harmony of the world. Compassion is not limited to grand gestures. It can be as simple as a kind word, a listening ear, or a moment of patience. Compassion is also one of the 4 immeasurables in Buddhist teachings, alongside loving kindness, empathetic joy, and equanimity. These qualities are considered limitless, meaning that they can grow infinitely within us as we nurture them through practice. Compassion, in particular, is seen as a balm for the heart, freeing us from anger, judgment, and resentment. Why practice compassion? Every morning, starting your day with compassion allows you to approach the world with an open heart and a clear mind. It sets the tone for your interactions, helping you navigate challenges with patience and understanding. Morning is an ideal time to cultivate compassion because it's a moment of renewal, a fresh start that allows you to set your intentions for the day ahead. Compassion isn't just good for the soul, it's also backed by science. Research from the University of California, Berkeley, shows that practicing compassion boosts the production of oxytocin, often called the love hormone. Oxytocin promotes feelings of connection, reduces stress, and improves emotional resilience. Compassion meditation has also been linked to lower levels of anxiety, increased life satisfaction, and even better physical health. How to practice morning compassion meditation. Compassion meditation, also known as loving kindness meditation, is a simple yet profound practice that involves directing thoughts of goodwill and kindness toward yourself and others. Here's how to incorporate it into your morning routine. 1. Find a quiet space. Sit comfortably in a quiet spot where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. 2. Start with someone you love. Bring to mind someone you care about deeply. Visualize them clearly and silently repeat the phrases, "May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you live with ease." Feel the warmth of your compassion as you send these wishes to them. 3. Expand to others. Next, expand your compassion to include others. Start with friends, acquaintances, and people you encounter in daily life. Then, extend it further to strangers and even people you find difficult. Repeat the same phrases for each group. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you live with ease. 4th, turn compassion inward. Finally, direct these wishes to yourself. Imagine yourself surrounded by kindness and care and silently repeat, "May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be safe, may I live with ease." 5. Reflect. Take a moment to reflect on how this practice makes you feel. Notice any sense of warmth, openness, or peace. Maria's story. Compassion in action. Maria, a healthcare worker, used to feel burned out and disconnected from her patients. She often felt overwhelmed by the emotional and physical demands of her job. After learning about loving kindness meditation at a mindfulness workshop, Maria decided to integrate it into her mornings. Each day, Maria spent a few minutes practicing compassion meditation, starting with herself, then extending it to her patients and colleagues. Over time, she noticed profound changes. She felt more connected to her patients, more resilient in the face of stress, and more at peace with herself. Compassion meditation didn't just improve her work, it transformed her outlook on life. The ripple effect of compassion. Practicing compassion creates a ripple effect that extends far beyond yourself. When you approach the world with kindness, you inspire others to do the same. A small act of compassion can brighten someone's day, and that positivity often spreads, creating a chain reaction of goodwill. Compassion also helps us navigate conflict with grace. When faced with anger or criticism, responding with kindness can de-escalate tension and foster understanding. As Buddha demonstrated, compassion has the power to transform even the most hostile situations. Compassion and self-care. It's important to remember that compassion starts with yourself. Many of us are quick to show kindness to others, but struggle to extend the same care to ourselves. Practicing self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same love and understanding you would offer to a dear friend. This means acknowledging your struggles without judgment, forgiving yourself for mistakes, and recognizing your inherent worth. Self-compassion is not self-indulgence. It's a vital foundation for cultivating compassion toward others. When you care for yourself, you're better equipped to care for the world around you. Simple ways to practice compassion daily. Offer a kind word. Compliment someone or express appreciation for their efforts. Listen fully. Give someone your full attention without interrupting or judging. Perform small acts of kindness. Hold the door open for someone, help a colleague, or send a thoughtful message. Practice patience. When someone frustrates you, take a deep breath and respond with understanding. Reflect on shared humanity. Remind yourself that everyone is doing their best, even when it doesn't seem like it. Compassion, a lifelong practice. Compassion is not a destination, it's a journey that deepens over time. By making compassion a daily habit, you strengthen this quality within yourself, creating a more peaceful and loving life. Each act of kindness, no matter how small, contributes to a better world. Start tomorrow with compassion. Tomorrow morning, after your other mindfulness practices, take a few moments to practice compassion meditation. Begin with someone close to you, expand to others, and finally, direct compassion toward yourself. Let this practice set the tone for your day, guiding you to approach the world with an open heart. As Buddha taught, resolve to be tender with the young, compassionate with the aged, sympathetic with the striving, and tolerant with the weak and wrong. Sometime in your life, you will have been all of these. By practicing compassion, you honor this shared journey and create a life of greater connection, understanding, and peace. Conclusion: integrating the habits into daily life. 6 morning habits to transform your life. We've explored 6 simple yet transformative morning habits inspired by Buddhist teachings: mindful breathing, gratitude, setting intentions, mindful movement, mindful eating, and compassion. These practices aren't just routines, they are pathways to cultivating inner peace, purpose, and joy. When you begin your day with mindfulness and compassion, you lay a strong foundation for a life of balance and fulfillment. Let's recap these 6 habits and how they can change your mornings and your life. 1. Mindful breathing. Start your day by grounding yourself in the present moment. Take deep, intentional breaths and focus on the rhythm of your inhale and exhale. This simple practice calms the mind, centers your thoughts, and creates a sense of clarity to carry throughout the day. 2. Gratitude. Before diving into your daily tasks, take a moment to reflect on the blessings in your life. Whether it's the warmth of your bed, the support of loved ones, or the opportunities ahead, gratitude shifts your perspective from scarcity to abundance, filling your heart with appreciation. 3. Setting intentions. Align your actions with your deeper values by setting a clear intention for the day. This isn't about ticking off tasks, it's about choosing how you want to feel and act. Whether it's patience, kindness, or focus, your intention will serve as a guiding compass, helping you navigate your day with purpose. 4. Mindful movement. Bring awareness to your body through gentle, intentional movement. Whether it's yoga, stretching, or a mindful walk, this practice connects your mind and body, helping you release tension and start your day with energy and presence. 5. Mindful eating. Transform your breakfast into a moment of mindfulness. Savor each bite, notice the textures and flavors, and express gratitude for the nourishment you're receiving. By eating mindfully, you deepen your connection to the present moment and honor the interconnectedness of all beings. 6. Compassion. End your morning routine with compassion meditation. Begin by sending loving kindness to someone you care about, then extend it to others, including yourself. This practice fosters a sense of connection and empathy, setting a tone of kindness for your interactions throughout the day. Creating the life you desire. In the words of Buddha, what you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. These 6 habits help you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your highest intentions. By starting your mornings with mindfulness, gratitude, and compassion, you are not just creating a peaceful day, you're cultivating a life of joy and purpose. Thank you for joining me on this journey of self-transformation. If you found these practices helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more insights on mindfulness, self-improvement, and Buddhist teachings. And remember, every morning is a new beginning, a chance to reset, grow, and embrace the life you want to live. Start tomorrow with these powerful habits and watch as your life begins to transform, one peaceful morning at a time. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of mindfulness and transformation. If you found value in these practices, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on mindfulness, self-improvement, and the timeless teachings of Buddhism. Together, we can cultivate peace, purpose, and joy, one morning at a time. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. And remember, every day is a new opportunity to embrace wisdom and create a life you love. See you in the next video.